Hi everybody, I'm Stefano Sainari, and following Alessandro's presentation, I'm gonna provide you with some technical details about Neptune. And I'm gonna do that by showing you Goods Receipt. Goods Receipt is an application we developed for Vodafone, for its employees to manage the Goods Receipt notification process for the purchase orders generated by the financial and SRM systems. To develop it, we used SAPUI5 for the user interface and SMP, OData, and SAP Network Gateway to communicate and exchange data with the backend systems. What I'm going to show you, though, is the standardized app that we remade using Neptune Application Designer in order to publish it as a packaged product on the Neptune catalog. Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you a demo video. Here we go. Okay, first the user has to insert its SAP credentials in order to have access to the system. Then he has to set a new passcode. Then he has to type the same passcode. And finally, he's prompted with a list of its application, of the application available to him, which in this case is Goods Receipt only. So here is the application. On the left-hand side of the screen, the user can see its order list, while on the right-hand side, you can see the detail for the selected order. The order detail is divided into parts. The upper part contains 3 tabs with detailed information about the order. The lower part instead listing the items containing the order itself. The 3 tabs contain respectively generic information about the order, the list of invoices, each of which can be downloaded and visualized in a separate PDF view, and vendor information. For each item, the user can see the order quantity, the quantity that has already been confirmed, and can either insert a new quantity to be confirmed or set the delivery for that specific item as final. Clicking on an item, the user can see its detail and also can perform the same operations from this view as well. The operation will be kept, will be persisted when navigating back to the order detail, as we see now. Then, clicking on Confirm Entries, the user triggers a confirmation process. In this case, is a partial confirmation, which is if everything goes well, displays a toast message and updates the order detail. Also, we can set the quantity for all the items to the remaining quantity. So basically, we're saying that every item has been completely received. So we do that by clicking on Set or Receipt, and then if you click on Confirm Entries again, we are triggering a total confirmation. If everything goes well again, this time we see a pop-up message saying that the order has been closed. The order list is refreshed with the closed order disappearing, and the order detail is reloaded. Okay, so as you noticed, the application hasn't been launched immediately, but the user had to choose it explicitly from its application menu. This is why all the user applications are included in a container application, which is the app cache, which is the application that is physically installed on the user device and managed Among others, user login and application caching. So let's see these two features in more detail. Okay, at first access, as we saw, the user is requested to insert its credentials and set a new password and then insert the same password. Here, AppCache links the password to the user credentials in a way that from the second access onwards, the user has just to insert his password, and then he is logged in immediately. I'm going to show you this point live. Here I am entering the system, the application for the first time. Provide my credentials. Now I set a password. I type the password again. And here I am with my list of applications. List of applications that depends on the roles that are assigned to the user on the SAP system. For example, in the product application that Alessandra showed before, there are two rows, the clerk and the runner. So for the same application, there are two application menus. Now, if I lock the application, which for mobile is can be the same as closing the application, I prompt with this view, directly with this view, the password view. So all I have to do is to retype the password again. And here I am again with my application menu. Second feature, application caching, means that the first time an application is loaded, it is cached entirely within the app cache. So, from the second time onwards, app cache checks if the application has been modified, and if it has, it reloads the application. If it hasn't, it just takes the copy that is in its cache. In this way, the user doesn't have to bother anymore with updates, application update, reinstallation, and stuff like that, because all these operations are in charge of AppCache, and AppCache takes care of them automatically. So I'm going to demonstrate this point as well. Let's launch the receipt one more time. Okay, so you see that, for example, here the title in the PO details page is the confirm purchase order. Let's say I want to change it. So I go to the SAP, to the Neptune Designer transaction, open my application, get the PO details page and the title label. I insert a new text, for example, I get I activate my changes. Didn't see a message. So if I go back to the application menu, lock the application, retype passcode. When I relaunch the user receipt, voila, the title has changed. Okay, so I leave you with the QR code of the application. So if you want to run as we had maybe tonight, you can download it and try it and test it with the credential you are seeing in the picture. And stay tuned because Neptune is about to release the 3.0 version of its application designer, which we will have on our system as a beta, with powerful extensions that will make the development and handling of SAPUI5 applications even easier and funnier. Thank you.
Thank you.